this video I'm going to show you how to trim a volume from a large 3D volume of, for example, SPF SEM data, how to trim that volume into a smaller volume that will be much easier to handle for when you're modeling in a computer that's not so powerful. So first of all, you go to 3D Mod, and then we are going to open the large volume file, the original file that has all the SPF SEM data from one run. So I'm going to choose this run here. I'm going to tell 3D Mod to open it. It's got 417 sections. So what I'm going to do is then select a volume in the middle here that has a cell of interest. To select this volume, you need to use the toggle rubber band function. So this is this button here. So you have to click on this button. Now to use the toggle rubber band, you need to use the right mouse button if you're in the right left middle setting of IMOD. So you can check the mouse setting on IMOD if you go to, on 3D Mod, if you go to Edit and then Options, and under Mouse Settings you should be on right left middle to follow this tutorial. Okay, so if you're on right left middle, then you, with the toggle rubber band on, you click on the image with the right mouse button, and then you'll be able to generate a square, a red square. And you can center this red square with the left mouse button, and then with the right mouse button you can make it smaller or bigger if you want. So you change the shape. I'm going to see if my cell is safely within this area. So this is the cell here that I'm interested in. It looks like I can make the area a bit smaller. So you have to follow the cell up and down and make sure that it is within the area that you selected. So then once you've selected the area, you have to select the Z that you want, so the the Z stacks that you want to include in this trimmed volume. So I'm going to see when my cell appears. So my cell appears here and it disappears here, 253. So I'm going to finish at 253 Z, and then I'm going to start my trimmed volume. So this is the end of my cell of interest, and in, I think, 136 there's no sign of it anymore. So I think Z 136 to 253 covers my cell of interest. So now all I need to do is go to File, Extract File, and I'm going to call this cell Cell 2, and then Save. Then once you say Save and make it an MRC file, yeah, put a .mrc at the end. Once you say Save, then 3D Mod will extract that volume into a new file, and then it will say that the new file has been created. So let's just wait a second, and then here it should say it's been created. So now the new file has been created. So what you should do is then, to start modeling, you close the large volume and you start 3D Mod again, and then find that smaller file that you created, select it and open it on 3D Mod, and then hopefully you will have a smaller file just with a cell that you would like to model. But please make sure that the cell is actually all within that that small model file, because the worst thing to do is you start modeling and then you realize that actually a little bit of the flagellum was left out when you trimmed the volume. So just check well to make sure the whole cell is in the volume. I can see the cell here, and the entire cell seems to be in the volume that I created. Okay, so now you can start modeling.